Dirk, you said that they'd be better, you'd play better, and you did there. That was superb.
Yeah, it was good, and I finished what did finish what I needed to finish, with a few good finishes in it. I think Adam played very well, and I was on a double, and he hits a 1-4-5. I was like, oh, here we go. He's on point now, and I was on 170. I was like, I'll get you back, and I hit it, and I think that was the key in the game. So he gave it at me, and I gave it straight away back. And
we've seen you so far in the Winmau World Championship. When you get into a zone, you can stay there and win leg after leg. You did it when you came back against Bradley Brooks. You did it late on against Rob Cross, and you did it there pretty much from the start.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't happy with the way I started the other two games. And I was like, you need to start well from scratch. And first leg wasn't that good. And he hits the 1-4-5 with me sitting on a double. Like after we had a 12 there with a 170. So you're like, yeah, now we'll go for it. And yeah, can I say, he played well, I played well, and I think I hit some crucial finishing to win it, because I think he was very close to winning it as well with the same number of score.
We saw Michael van Gerwen last night win 4-0 against Ricky Evans, who played brilliantly. That performance, that wasn't far off MVG levels, was it? In terms of how all the right shots at the right time, big ton plus average, and seeing off an opponent who played well very easily.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I only think the last two sets I felt like how I practiced. First two sets were like, it felt okay. And last two sets like, yeah, we're getting close to how I practice. Like, I was speaking with my mate and I said, if I got the throw like how I need to throw, I hit a 180 every leg at least. So eventually I didn't hit that much 180, so I think there's more in the tank to go.
Well, you're into the last 16 of the Winmau World Championship. Either Danny Baggish, the American qualifier, or Glenn Durrant, the Premier League champion. You might be favourite for that game, mightn't you? Even if it's doesn't.
Nah, I don't think I'm favourite against a Premier League champion. Do you think?
The way you've been playing, your results in tournaments over the last few months, you're the form player, aren't you?
Well, I'm in form, but Glenn is a very good player. I don't think I'll be a favourite against him. I think we're close to equal, but I think he will always be the favourite. And the Danny Baggish, I've seen him playing against Adrian Lewis. He is the things at the moment as well, man. He's the 170, 161 as well. So I think it's an equal game there as well.
This has taken a long while for you to get to the stage where you're bringing your practice game onto the big TV tournaments, but now you're doing it consistently. How far could you go in the world of darts, do you think?
I disagree with you there.
Well, we've seen it at the Grand Prix, we've seen it here. I mean, it's happening more regularly.
I think this game was getting close to my practice game, but the other ones were like, I can do better than I did in recent games. I mean, you just see that the experience makes me play better now. Like, let's say my normal standard, if I hit 94, I don't think it's very good. I think it's okay in hitting a 94 average. So if you hit a good game, I think my standard should be 97, 98, and I don't think I hit that standard a lot on telly, but that was the first time. Because I didn't even realise it was 104. I just asked Dave Allen, was like, what's my average? Because I thought it was like, yeah, 96, 97, yeah, 104. I was like, okay, that's good.
How far can you go in this game, Dirk? Like, do you believe you can be a top 10 player, top 8, top 4? World number 1? I mean, what do you think you can do?
Well, my goal was to be world champion eventually, but I don't think I'm good enough yet. I don't know. I speak with people and they said, what's your goal in your life career, like in darts? And I said, I don't matter what, as long as I got as best as I could. That's what I'm trying to. I don't know what my maximum is. I know what I can do in practice. I know that game is good enough to be, well, let's say top 8, but I think it's higher. But But you have to do it on stage. If you don't do it on stage, you end up not being top 8.
Well, big step forward to know. Well done.
Thank you.
Just talking about doing it on stage, you're now 1 win away from the top 32. Would that be another box ticked once you're into that elite top 32?
Well, that's not even sure yet, is it?
Well, if you win next game, you go top 32.
Yeah, but if Danny Baggish beat me and he meets the semis or the final, I'm not top 32. But yeah, that's a goal of mine, reaching top 32. But it's not sure if I win 2 games because I think Ryan Searle and Baggish can go over me, Dolan as well. So I'm not sure of being top 32 after winning the next game.
Just listening to you talk there, obviously you know that off the top of your head. Is ranking something that you look at a lot then?
No, I just have goals. I don't look at it a lot. I had a few goals before starting the Worlds. One goal was to be the best Bulls player, Bulls NL. So I needed to be up top of Max Hopp and Kim Huybrechts was first goal. It's not like a competition, but just for your head. You give yourself goals to give you some motivation. And after that was, so I spoke with my sponsor and he said, what's your next goal then? Reaching top 32, but I need 2 games to win at least. I said, okay, we go for that one. So just go step by step, making new goals and hopefully I'll reach them.
When we spoke to you back at the Grand Prix, you said before COVID struck you were in the best form that you'd been in and you weren't quite at that level yet. What we've just said out there, is this now better than what you were pre-COVID?
Well, practicing is a bit better than I was pre-COVID. But pre-COVID my practicing was very good. And I didn't felt the same feeling after that all year. And now I feel I'm better than then. But back before COVID I practiced very, very good as well.
We know that you love the job you do. If you were to win this, would you give that up and turn full-time professional ever, or not?
Would you give up your job?
No.
Me neither.
That pleasure as always, mate. Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Jeff, we know you spent obviously the 3 days over Christmas in the hotel. How were those 3 days for you?
More than 3 days, mate.
Yeah, more than 3 days, yeah.
Yeah, I was here since my last game and I think I played on 22nd.
Yeah.
Now I played with 28, so I was here for 5 extra days or 4. Well, I've had better Christmas, but yeah, I prefer having not so good Christmas than being at home and not being in the tournament anymore.
Does the win tonight make the sacrifice worth it?
Well, if we would have lost, it would have been a sacrifice as well. That's what you do. If you perform, you miss Christmas. So that's what your first goal is. And now I won. Yeah, of course, it's worth the sacrifice, but if I would have lost, it would have been as well. Because this is what you're doing it for.
Cheers, that's all from me.
Cheers.
Just one from me, Dirk. You ended up not walking on with an aubergine in your hand. Why did you dump the aubergine from your walk on?
Did you watch my last match as well?
Oh, yeah, and that as well.
No, I didn't do there as well. Eh? No, but I think you shouldn't overdo the things you're doing. I was handed the aubergine 3 minutes before I walked on. I was like, should I do it, should I do it? Well, I did it. But I told them afterwards, the guy who gave me the aubergine just before my walk on, I said, don't do it again, because you don't want to overdo the things. It needs to be special and nice, and it shouldn't be like aubergines again. Get what I mean?
Yeah, forced, yeah.